So, you want to know what's so messed up? Okay, so I was just sitting here thinking about all the times that people be like, oh, this happened to me, or you did this to me, or this didn't work out because such and such, and because you did this, I reacted like this, and it was like a tug and pull. 9 times out of 10, we aren't looking at ourselves and how we caused the problem. We're looking at how everyone affected us versus how we were the effect. So it's like when you're sitting down and you're resonating with yourself and you're realizing, like, holy crap, I was not a good person. In that moment, in my survival moment, and in my growth, I didn't realize the amount of hurt that you accumulated from me. And it's like, life shows you and it slows you down, and it shows you to be patient. It shows you to think and to really reflect on why some things may or may not have worked out. For instance, I had a whole sit down thing with myself, telling myself how I just was replaying relationships with people that I've had before that I may not have valued as much and may have not taken into consideration as much. And I was able to pinpoint. But then now my ears were now open to where I can hear the information that they have been trying to give me. But it's like when you go through stuff and almost, some people do it, some people don't, but I know I do it. It's like I'm a horse. You put those blinders on me and I don't see nothing. I got all this stuff on my shoulders, so it's stacked so high. So now I got blinders and I can see forward. All I see is what's ahead of me, what I got to do, what I got to tackle, what I got to think about, all of this stuff, all of this stress, or everything that has to come off the muscle of me. So when I'm thinking about this and you're supposed to be right here and you're saying you're with me as a partner, friend, associate, family member, whatever, and it's not adding to this lane, like, you can do anything above, you can do anything past the blinders and I can't see it. I won't be able to tap in it from you, because it's like looking into a movie. You're looking at a person in third person, or from an outer world experience, or like an outer body experience. Hello. So a lot of the times you can't really take full account. It's like you're getting tapped on the shoulder, but you have such thick skin that you can't even become soft enough to unwind, because your nervous system is so not balanced, So for someone who feel like they're going through a lot of challenges, who feel like someone is in their ear too much, who feels like someone isn't their person, for someone who feels like things aren't ideally where they want them to be, I really want you to stop looking at things from a world's point of view and start looking at things from your self-worth, your patience. What do you want? What do you want? When I say, like, I don't want you thinking from a world's point of view, I don't want you, what can this person do for me, what this person hasn't been doing for me, what my friends say, what other people say. No, do exactly what you think is best for you. Sometimes your mind plays tricks on you. It tricks you out of your position. Only you can trick you out your position. You know what you want, you know what you're going for, you know what you go accept, but you also know how you are. You also know how you are when life hits the fan, when your car breaks down, when your bills is piling up, when you feel like you're not seen, when you're not heard, when you're not emotionally supported. You know how you are. You know how you need to handle yourself in certain situations. You know you can be too much. You know you can lash out too much. You know you can say hurtful things. You know you can blank out. You already got these blinders on and you got people tapping on you. You got people tapping on you. They're tapping, and you got blinders on, and you got thick skin on, and all you're thinking about is what's next. What else can I do? How can I get from this to this to this and this and this and this? And then it ends up taking you in a whole unnecessary loop if you just slow down, relax, and be more coherent. Coherency is key. Listening is key. Slowing down is key. Patience is key. We need the keys. We need the keys. Because we're too focused over here. We don't have all our senses going. When we have our blinders on, our only sense is sight. And God say, don't walk by sight. He says, walk by faith, not by sight. And if we got our blinders on, and this don't sound like ideal. He ain't washing no dishes. He ain't got no job. She ain't got this. She ain't got that. Forgetting that everybody starts from somewhere. Everybody has something from somewhere. But guess what? It also takes a bridge to build a whole village. It takes a bridge to build a whole village. The whole village, meaning that it takes more than just you and what you think you could bring to the table. Show the janitor the same respect you show the CEO. Show the janitor the same respect you show the CEO. I'm not talking about, and that's if you are looking at from someone from a belittling mindset, or just period. You just have to keep your senses open. Keep being open. Keep being transparent. A lot of the things that I learned that I fell in inconsistency was when I was hoping things would change. I would go into situations expecting it to be a certain way, but I was supposed to go in the situation being myself and knowing that it was going to be that way because I was myself, and I didn't think too hard about it. Instead of me putting on my blinders and thinking about how something should go and the narrative something should go, I created a blinder standpoint to where I can get blindsided by my own thoughts, by my own actions, because I put stipulations on something. I didn't understand something. I didn't give something the full opportunity to blossom. I never gave it a chance to thrive because I went off of what I felt, what I seen, what I heard, and me. Me. La, 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 la. I just want to share my gems with you. I learn along the way, and I tell you guys along the way, whether you guys listen or you do or you don't. I will never tell you wrong. I tell you a joke before I tell you a lie, and that is so true. I don't ever want you to go in a situation moving forward being more aware of yourself, being more in tune with yourself, being more in tune with your circumstances, pointing, deciphering, because remember, everyone is not perfect. Everyone is not perfect, and just because they're not perfect doesn't mean that you cannot listen to them. Everyone and everything has a learning situation. Whether you realize it while they're there or while they're gone. It's now. Sometimes it's never later. It's now. Sometimes it is never later. Some people don't ever get to reflect on the past year, on the past 2 years, on the past 3 years, on the past 7 years, on the past 2 months, let alone weeks, because their equilibrium, their nervous system isn't ready to acquire the information and the truth of how they really been acting. So they got their blinders on. They're just moving. They can't even remember. They can't even reflect. They can't even tell you which way, how, and when, and how long it's been. I'm always tell y'all, It's time to be more aware. It's time to be more susceptible to information. It's time to stop faulting situations, organizations, people's relations, all types of things. It's time to stop faulting. And it's time to look at that man in that mirror. It's time to look at that woman in that mirror. Sometimes the reflection is key. It unlocks things, because when you look at yourself in the reflection viewpoint, it unlocks a whole different dimension. It's like the unseen, the unknown. You will never know. Hello. You will never know if you don't unlock a different reaction, a different thought, a different action. Have a good day.